Welcome back to another edition of Between Two Fars. I'm Warnke Miller, and I'm here once again with the legendary, on his way out the door, Robert Tepfer, the Bob. And today we're going to give you just some quick bullet points that you need to think about. How does an offeror request a debriefing, and when are you required to give that debriefing? Bob, you know, this is very basic, but I think that a lot of people overlook the importance of this question. Can we talk a little bit about what an offeror has to do in order to get a debriefing?
Okay, well, as the slide says, an offer upon its written request received by the agency within 3 days after the date on which that offer has received notification of a contract award. Okay, that sounds so ironclad. You know, a lot of lawyers take a lot of comfort in that because you know exactly where those points in time are. Okay, and what's required. It has to be written, has to be within 3 days and all that. But the answer is not really, because the fact of the matter is, I've seen where we go in and they say they came in and they made a written request, it's day number 4, or maybe even day number 5. And the problem is this, you can say, okay, we don't have to give one. It specifically says that it has to be within 3 days. And now this becomes a policy issue, and policies fluctuate, and they even fluctuate where theoretically under the new enterprise model, it could be the headquarters deciding it, but perhaps it's past 3 days. Now, as a litigator, I don't like that. I don't like that because if I can stay out of court or whatever forum I'm going to, like a GAO or the Court of Federal Claims, and I have a way of saying, sorry, you didn't make it within 3 days. I never had an obligation to provide you this information. Perhaps I don't have to do it, and perhaps I can avoid the litigation. Mm-hmm. The reality is that a lot of folks in the business community, they have to live with these contractors. They have to get along with them, and they are always very conscious of the fact that they want to be fair dealing. My idea of fair dealing is we told you didn't do it consistent with the regulation, and therefore you're not entitled to a debriefing. If I don't have to give you one, I would not give you one. I just say we live by these rules. But the folks who have to meet with the businesses on a routine basis, they would prefer to say, well, that's a soft rule, it's not outrageous. If it's a day later, we're just going to go ahead and give them that. And with that, they're also giving them the opportunity to protest something that they might not otherwise have done. Okay, been aware of.
You heard it here, folks. A litigator's perspective on the solidity of the 3-day requirement. Do you really want to play fast and loose with that rule? Join us again next time, Between Two Fars.